Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We will now commence the procession of the 8th commencement ceremony of Ponce Health Sciences University, St. Louis campus. My name is Elisandra Rodriguez Moreno. I'm the Vice President of Student Affairs, and I have the honor to be your Master of Ceremony in this graduation. Now entering, Dr. Olga Rodriguez de Arzola, Vice President for Medical Affairs and Dean of the School of Medicine. Dr. Mildred Olivier, Associate Dean of the School of Medicine. Dr. Anissa Blackman, MSMS Program Coordinator. Accompanied by the School of Medicine faculty, who have been instrumental in the education of the candidates we celebrate today. Now, please welcome the class of 2025 candidates for the Master of Science in Medical Sciences. Now we welcome Dr. Stephanie Chudi, Campus Director. Ms. Terry Brewer, Director of Student Affairs, St. Louis Campus. Jennifer Molina, Director of Student Financial Services. Now entering Dr. Feraz Abdelbasset, Assistant Vice President for Academic Affairs. Next, please welcome the Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Elizabeth Rivera Mateo. Please welcome the President of Ponce Health Sciences University, Dr. Gino Natalicio, accompanied by our keynote speaker, Dr. Danielle Peebles. Ponce Health Sciences University was born in Ponce, Puerto Rico, and for 49 years have been preparing health sciences professionals. That is why today, along with the national anthem, we also pray and share with you the Puerto Rico anthem. Please stand up to observe the anthems. You may be seated. We now invite Dr. Mildred Olivier, Associate Dean of the School of Medicine, to deliver the reflection.
Hello? There. Good afternoon, everybody. I know my reflection speech is somewhere. Thank you so much. Well, today marks more than the completion of a degree. It makes the affirmation of your resilience, your curiosity, and your growth. In just 1 year, you have stretched your thinking, deepened your discipline, and tested the limits of what you believed you could do. And here you are. To those among you considering the journey to medical school or wrestling with doubts about what lies ahead, I urge you to take a moment and look back. Not long ago, you were wondering if you would manage this program. And yet, you rose early, studied hard, pushed through fatigue, and delivered excellence day after day. You are already having proof of what your determination and belief in oneself can achieve. Remember, the path to medicine or any calling of service is not built only on perfect grades or polished resumes. It is built on compassion, grit, and resilience to give up when it's hard. These are qualities you have already cultivated. You have learned more than facts. You have learned how to question, how to connect ideas, how to ask better of yourself. Those are the seeds of great healer, scholar, and leader. Let today be your reminder. You are capable. You belong to the rooms where the future is shaped. Whether you wear a white coat next or pursue another way to serve humanity, know that your journey matters. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be to rise. So go forward with courage, with vision, with quiet confidence of someone who has already done what once felt impossible. The world needs your voice, and I, for one, believe you're ready to be heard. Congratulations, and thank you for showing up for your dream. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Olivier, for that thoughtful reflection. Now I would like to invite Dr. Elizabeth Rivera Mateo to the podium. Dr. Elizabeth Rivera Mateo, Vice President of Academic Affairs, the graduating class of Ponce Health Sciences University is properly constituted to proceed with the commencement ceremony. I respectfully request to officially proceed with the ceremony.
Elisandra Rodriguez Moreno, Vice President for Student Affairs. You may proceed with the ceremony.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. We extend a warm welcome to all of you attending the commencement ceremony of Ponce Health Sciences University. Today, we want to recognize the presence of distinguished members and special guests amongst us. We ask our special guests to stand as they are mentioned. Dr. Malini Blanco, Family and Community Medicine Department Chair, School of Medicine. Dr. Christine Velasquez, Director of the Doctorate in Clinical Psychology PsyD program. We want to recognize the rest of the people sharing this event with us: Mr. President, Vice President of Academic Affairs, deans, faculty, PHSU staff, parents, family members, friends, guests, and especially our graduates. It is a great pleasure to have all of you present in this significant day as we celebrate the academic achievements of our beloved students. Today, we celebrate the commitment, resilience, and determination of the class of 2025. We also celebrate the growth of our institution, reflected in the development of the School of Medicine at the St. Louis campus, as well as the growth of our MSMS program. To begin with this celebration, we invite Dr. Elizabeth Rivera Mateo, Vice President of Academic Affairs, to the podium to offer her message.
Good afternoon, students, family members, friends, distinguished faculty and colleagues. It is a great privilege to celebrate this extraordinary occasion with you. Dear graduates, congratulations on achieving this important milestone. Throughout the past year, you have devoted yourselves to grasping the complexities of medical science, and your hard work has yielded results. Armed with your acquired knowledge and experiences, you are well prepared to impact the healthcare field significantly, and importantly, the communities you serve. As you begin this new chapter, remember the core values of collaboration, service, and humility. Amid the challenges and uncertainties we face today, I am confident that you will overcome any obstacles and achieve your personal and professional aspirations. The knowledge you have gained and your experiences will guide you toward a thriving future. Embrace the concept that learning is an ongoing journey. Nurture your curiosity, work with others, express empathy in all your efforts, and always keep the human element at the heart of your service. Our communities grow stronger when we support one another, and I urge you to embody this spirit as you transition into your future careers. We wish you all the best as you start your exciting future journey. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Rivera Mateo, for those words. Graduates, what a powerful reminder of the path you've taken and the purpose that lies ahead. As you step into your roles as healthcare professionals, scientists, or academicians, remember that today is not just a celebration of what you've accomplished. It's a launching point for everything still to come. Let the message we've just heard stay with you. Lead with empathy, stay curious, and never lose sight of the human lives behind every diagnosis, every data point, and every scientific contribution. Now, please welcome Dr. Olga Rodriguez, Vice President for Medical Affairs and Dean of the Medical School.
Good afternoon to everybody. Congratulations, MSMS class of 2025. Today marks a milestone in your journey, a celebration of your hard work, resilience, and unwavering commitment. You've completed an intense and demanding program and emerged as strong, capable professionals ready to take on the world. This achievement reflects your resilience in facing challenges with strength and grace, your commitment to learning as serving society, your passion for the chosen path, and your loyalty to your values, to science, and to PHSU. We are very proud of the professionals you've become and the bright futures ahead of you. Remember, PHSU is always your family. We are here to support you, cheer you on, and celebrate your successes. Congratulations again.
To continue with the ceremony, we invite the president of Ponce Health Sciences University, Dr. Gino Natalicchio, to give his address.
Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. I'm very excited to be here with all of you. I've been president for about shy of 2 years, so this is my second graduation of the MSMS students. And it's always exciting to see you graduate here in St. Louis. Today marks a profoundly meaningful moment for our university. It's a day to celebrate, to give thanks, and to recognize. We celebrate the achievement of those who have completed one of the most rigorous stages of their professional education, one that might as well shape the rest of their lives. We give thanks to the families, which of course I guess they'll help you through this process, and who make the sacrifices along with you. We also recognize the collective efforts of our entire university community, which also help and navigate through this arduous process with you. Thank you all for continuing to believe in education as the driving force for change. That is why PSHU never stops evolving, advancing, and dreaming of a more just, healthier, and more hopeful world. To the MSMS class of 2025, today we look at you with pride. We know how hard you've been working to get this moment. Behind every anatomy lab session, every presentation, and every exam, there were sleepless nights, moments of doubt, and brave decisions. But we also know that today, you leave our university equipped not only with knowledge and skills, but also with the commitment it takes to begin making your mark in the fields of medicine and the health sciences. The United States and the world needs more and better health professionals. It requires empathetic doctors and human beings dedicated to upholding the highest values of ethics, justice, and service. And you, without a doubt, will be the answer to that need. Today, you bid farewell to an institution that has grown with you and that continues to strengthen a clear vision for the future. At this special time, I would like to highlight some of the achievements. Not only do they reflect the collective work of our university community, but also represent the legacy you have behind and the path future students will follow. This year, Ponce Health Sciences University was nationally recognized in the 2024-2025 U.S. New and World Report rankings across several graduate programs categories. We were also honored with a 2025 Carnegie classification as a special focus medical school, placing us amongst the top 2% of higher educations in the nation. So you graduated from a pretty, very good institution, I'm guessing, with this data. Our School of Medicine was recredited, again, by LCME, which is a great achievement. We need to thank all of our faculty, especially our dean, Dr. Olga Rodriguez, for this great achievement. Also, we got a new residency programs in orthopedics and rural psychiatry that were approved. Our medical class achieved a 96% match success rate, with 108 students ready to begin the journey as resident physicians. Not a small achievement by any means. This year, our third-year MD students began their clinical rotations right here in St. Louis through a partnership with Mercy, deepening our commitment to high-quality community-based medical education. We also proudly celebrate the induction of 3 St. Louis medical students into the Gold Humanism Honors Society and 3 into the prestigious Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Medical Society. We're also taking a historic step, which took a lot of effort from many people, from faculty and from administration, with the launch of our first medical class in Tortola in the British Virgin Islands this July. Expanding our education mission beyond Puerto Rico and the mainland United States and reaffirming that knowledge and service know no borders. Every institution milestone is a promise fulfilled to you and a guarantee of quality for the generations to come. Our commitment to community engagement remains central to who we are. This year, our St. Louis campus continues impactful mini medical school program and hosted a Student National Medical Association event, offering local student hands-on exposure, inspiring the new generations of future healthcare leaders. We also proudly serve as host of several events in collaboration with the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce of Metropolitan St. Louis, culminating in the honor of being named the 2025 Company of the Year. These initiatives reflect our belief that building a healthier world begins with engaging with our own communities. All of this reflects that PHSU continues to grow with steady steps and a bold vision for the future. Growth is happening every day at our St. Louis campus, from new academic programs to planned facility expansion, and we're investing in the future of healthcare right here in our city. But we also know that beyond the building, the curriculum, and the statistics, what truly gives meaning to this university is you, your dedication, your passion, and your genuine desire to make a difference. Each of you embodies the deepest purpose of our mission. Today we celebrate not only institutional accomplishments, but also the people who bring them to life. You, from a School of Medicine, the MSMS class of 2025. From today forward, you will be carrying the name of Ponce Health Science University not only in your credentials and resumes, but in every action you take. From here, we'll proudly follow your journey. We'll be watching and celebrating every step, every job offer, every patient treated, every paper published, every community impacted, because today is not the end, it's just the beginning. Congratulations, class of 2025. We're very proud of each one of you.
Now I want to introduce Dr. Anessa Blackman, who will have the honor of introducing our keynote speaker.
Good afternoon, beautiful people. It is with deep joy and reverence that I stand before you today to introduce someone who to me is not just a doctor, but a divine appointment in human form, Dr. Danielle Peebles. She is a chiropractic physician, an author, a scientist, a motivational speaker, an inventor. She is a force, a healer, and a listener of the soul. But let me begin with what you can't find in her bio. When you sit in Dr. Peebles' presence, you feel seen. Not the performance you, not the let me be impressive you, but the raw, honest, complex, beautifully human you. She has spent over 15 years in private practice, not just treating bodies, but listening to quiet stories underneath the pain, the stories of stress, the stories of hope, the stories of, I'm trying to hold it all together. And in return, she offers wisdom, warmth, and a relentless curiosity about the human body and the spirit that lives inside it. Dr. Peebles reminds me that medicine is at its best, not just a profession, it's a calling, a sacred trust, a soft place to land when the world gets too heavy. And I know this firsthand. Almost 4 years ago, I lost my best friend to cancer. She was vibrant, strong, but deeply mistrustful of the medical system. She didn't like doctors. She didn't believe that they listened to her. She didn't believe that they cared, except for Dr. Peebles. When my best friend was in a storm of fear and uncertainty, it was Dr. Peebles who became her compass. She listened without rushing. She corrected with compassion. She told the truth. It was gentle, but it was firm. After her visit with Dr. Peebles, my friend called me and said, Dr. Peebles really knows her stuff. That was a high compliment from my best friend. And then she said something that made me cry. She said, I wish I could go to Dr. Peebles for everything. I wish my whole family could. It was Dr. Peebles' care that convinced my friend to seek treatment. And I believe with everything in me that her life was extended because of that gentle push. And for that, I will forever be grateful. As the director of the MSMS program, it is my job to bring brilliant minds before you, not just to spark your medical interest, but to call you deeper into your humanity. Today is not about becoming doctors, becoming dentists, optometrists, podiatrists. No, today is about becoming people who heal, people who witness, people who stand in the gap. A few weeks ago at the mini medical school graduation, I told a group of 4th and 5th graders that curiosity is their superpower. Today I offer the same truth to you. Be wildly curious about science, yes, but also about yourselves, your wounds, your joys, your purpose. Be curious about the call on your life, because when it comes, and it will, for some of it you already has, you won't know all the ways your gifts and questions and quirks align. But one day, you'll look up and realize, just like Dr. Peebles, that you are exactly where you're supposed to be doing the work that you were meant to do. And listen, don't overlook the power of small things. The world celebrates big moments just like this. We celebrate titles, awards, breakthroughs. But I have learned to treasure the quiet things. A kind word, a hand on your shoulder, a moment where someone tells you you're going to be okay. These are the things that save us. Dr. Peebles has saved me more times than she knows, through conversations, through laughter, just by her presence. She makes you believe that you can change the world, and not someday, but today, starting exactly where you are. Her journey into medicine is a blueprint for purpose, but more than that, her life is a letter to possibility. Through her inventions, her teachings, her books, her podcast, her care, she is shaping not just patients, but future healers, people just like you. So I ask you today not just to listen, but to open. Let your hearts be moved. Let your minds be challenged. Let your dreams be activated. Because what you are about to hear is not just a speech, it is an invocation. Please join me in welcoming a woman of wisdom, warmth, and wonder, a sister, a scholar, and a seeker, Dr. Danielle Peebles.
I wasn't ready for that intro. I need tissue. I'm writing my intro next time. I need your tissue, though. I need the tissue. I apologize. I was stoic when I walked in. Now my makeup messed up. Thank you, Dr. Blackman. I'm not letting you write the next introduction. Thank you, Pase, for allowing me this opportunity to address the graduates. To the graduates, congratulations on your magnificent achievement. Let's all give them a round of applause. I've been a graduate numerous times now, and if there's anything that I know, one thing's certain, two things for sure. You did not come here to see me speak to you, okay? You are here to walk across this stage and acquire that degree that you've worked so hard for. Therefore, I will be brief in my address to you. But before we do, we're going to have to take care of some housekeeping, because during this presentation, I am expecting that you will participate. You think you could do that? Okay, crowd participation. Now, the first thing on our participation agenda is, will every able body please stand? Now, on my count of one, when I count to 3, for 5 seconds, I want everyone in here to clap, cheer, whistle, and stomp your feet for 5 seconds. Can we do that? Okay, I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Thank you. Please be seated. That first applause was for the graduates. Thank you. But that last applause was for me. That was my standing ovation, because you might forget by the end of this speech. So I had to get it out the way early. But I stopped by this graduation to leave you with 3 key takeaways. The first takeaway are the 2 most powerful words in the English language. The second takeaway will be how to be successful. And the last takeaway is the concept of time. So I have a question for you. Now, this is where you participate again, okay? Just in case you didn't see the cue card. I have a question for you. If I were to ask you, Who are you? What are the first two words that you would use in your response? I am. Yes, that is correct. Did you know that the two most powerful words in the English language are I am? Those two words are so powerful that they can either make you or break you. They can either accelerate you to your highest heights, or they can decelerate you to your demise. Therefore, it is only right that I caution you before using them, because whatever words you choose to speak after I am, they will define you and your circumstances. At the tender age of 6, I declared I am going to be Dr. Danielle Peebles when I grow up. And once I made that declaration, my aunt, who was a registered nurse, gifted me my first stethoscope. That stethoscope served as my reminder of my goal. I was so focused on that goal that I wrote Dr. Peebles on everything. I wrote it. My mother used to get lipstick from the MAC counter in Macy's, famous bar at one point. Not MAC, I apologize, Fashion Fair. Took some of you all back. And when she had an additional lipstick, she said, "Here, Danielle, you can have one." And I wrote Dr. Peebles on it, so it didn't get confused with hers. I was so focused on my goal that I made business cards that said, "The future Dr. Danielle Peebles." And I left voice messages that said, "This is the future Dr. Danielle Peebles." I was so focused on becoming a doctor that I even dressed up as a doctor several times for Halloween. I am statements can do more than get you to your goal. They may be the very words that help you pull yourself up by your bootstraps. At some point in my 20s, my self-esteem took a nosedive. I was in a low place. To pull myself up, I recalled that I am were the two most powerful words, so I used them. Because my self-esteem was low, I couldn't find anything positive to say. So I drew on memories of positive things others have had to say to me, for me, and about me. And I spoke those words out loud daily until I believed them. As I evolved, so did my I am statements. My I am statements aren't the only things that have evolved. So has my definition of success and the concept of time. But let's start with success. Success. That's a tricky one to define. Why? Because before you even knew what the word meant, there were external influences telling you what success was. Those external influences may have been your parents. It may have been your friends. It could have been the school you attended, the neighborhood you lived in, society, social media. It even told you not only what success looked like, but how long it should take you to get there. Well, I'm here to tell you, success is subjective. Success for one person may be having a steady residence because they've spent much of their life having to move around. Success could be Another person with financial stability that they kept the lights on every month without stress. Success could simply be grandly that you're the first generation physician of your family. So keep in mind, success is subjective, and you define your success. Graduates, look to your left. Really, yeah, there we go. Look to your left. The other left. Now look to your right. Yes, you all are graduating today. Yes, you are all commencing on a new journey. And yes, many of you all are aspiring to become physicians. But no, you all do not have the same starting points. With varying starting points, there are no two journeys that will look alike. Therefore, do not compare your progress to anyone else's. There's a saying that goes, comparison is the thief of joy. And I can attest to that too. 15 years ago, I opened a solo private practice. The first few years were slow getting off the ground. I was feeling discouraged from time to time. Then I did the admonishable thing. I began to compare my progress to my peers. Bless you. I spiraled a little bit more until someone explained to me that my peers and I never had the same starting point. Some of them were walking into established practices. I was starting from scratch. Some of them had big business loans. I had my mom and two of her siblings. Some of them were starting a second or third career. My whole first career was a student. Some of them had spouses and children, and I had me. Many of my peers were men. I am a female. So while we aim to be successful, each of us will walk a different path. Chiropractic is a field dominated predominantly by white men. And white men were telling us what it took to be a successful chiropractor. Well, I don't know if you noticed. I'm a black female. If you squint your eyes, tilt your head to the side, you can see it. But they couldn't tell me what success would look like for me. Each one of you are unique with special gifts and talents. No one can tell you what success will look like for you, and no one can tell you how long it will take to get there, which brings me to my last point, the concept of time. One of my favorite books is a book called The Big Leap by Gay Thompson. There are two concepts of time that is mentioned in the book, Newtonian time and Einstein time. When it comes to Newtonian time, time is outside of you and you are governed by it. How many times have you heard yourself say, oh, I'm gonna be late. Oh, I'm almost out of time. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. That is you being governed by time. That is why you feel pressured to be in your career, married with children in a house with white picket fence by a certain age. Because you haven't achieved such goals by said timeline, according to societal expectations, you feel less than successful. However, when it comes to Einstein time, the time comes from within. In Einstein time, you are always on time. You are right where you're supposed to be. Perhaps you thought you would have been a physician by the age of 25. But according to Newtonian time, you failed. But in Einstein, you were only delayed, but not denied. When I say delayed, you say, but not denied. Delayed, say it with your chest. Delayed, delayed. Perhaps you thought you would be married by now, but you hardly have any real suitors. Remember, you are delayed. Perhaps you thought you would have had a house with 2 children and a dog. Instead, you have an apartment full of plants. Remember, you are delayed, but not denied. Delayed, delayed, delayed. Your journey is unique and yours alone. You didn't make it to this momentous day by accident. You didn't make it to this momentous day because you missed a deadline set by Newtonian time. Instead, you are right where you're supposed to be at the time that you're supposed to be. Your arrival was simply delayed. Thank you. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2025.
We are deeply grateful that Dr. Danielle Peebles accepted our invitation to serve as the keynote speaker for this ceremony. We are very proud to have such a distinguished professional addressing our students. We understand that the demands of her busy schedule and want to express our gratitude not only for being here today, but also for being a collaborator of PHSU. For this, our president and our vice president of academic affairs will present a token of appreciation in recognition of this occasion.
Dr. Danielle Peebles, has been amazing having you celebrating this occasion with our students. Thank you for such magnificent and inspiring message. I would like to read the plaque given to Dr. Peebles. It says, presented to Dr. Danielle Peebles for her extraordinary participation as the main speaker at the 8th commencement ceremony of Ponce Hall Sciences University, St. Louis, and in recognition of her achievements as a health professional, educator, and entrepreneur. Given today, Wednesday, May 28, 2025, St. Louis, Missouri.
Let's give another big round of applause to our keynote speaker, Dr. Danielle Peebles. Today we celebrate the achievements of our students who over the past year have sacrificed family time, rest, and social life to dedicate themselves to their academic preparation. Therefore, we want to take a moment to congratulate and recognize all those students who receive awards for their academic performance and were granted honors, academic distinctions, or special awards. Please stand up. I think it's you, Praveen. Today, we celebrate a remarkable achievement in the lives of our students. To share this moment of victory, please join me in welcoming to the stage the proud boys of the class of 2025, Mera Hassan.
Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, thank you all so much for being here today. Our families, friends, faculty, and of course, my fellow classmates. Your presence here means the world to us, and I couldn't be more grateful to stand before you today. For those who don't know me, my name is Mira Hassan, and I'm incredibly honored to be speaking for the class of 2025. Today, as I look around this room, I feel an overwhelming sense of pride and gratitude. This year was far from easy. The MSMS program pushed us in so many different ways, whether it was academically, emotionally, or mentally. But somehow, we made it through. And not alone, but together. When I thought about what to say today, I realized that this speech isn't just mine. It's about all of us. It's about the moments that defined this year and made it unforgettable. It's about the group chats where we scrambled to prep for exams, throwing around last-minute tips and cheering each other on, even when we were half asleep. It's about those quiet glances across the lab table or small group rooms when we were completely exhausted, yet knew exactly what the other person was thinking. And of course, it's about our #1 supporter, the 7 brew runs that kept us functioning, one caramel blondie at a time. But it wasn't just the caffeine that got us here. It was the unspoken support, the resilience, and the love that makes this class so incredibly special. Now, if we're talking about support, let's bring up those anatomy lab presentations where we leaned on each other to get through. The small group discussions where we learned as much about ourselves as we did about the material, and those late night calls to our friends or family when we just needed to hear that we could do this. Sometimes we called each other too, because who else would understand the struggle of memorizing a biochem pathway at 2 a.m.? And wondering if that concept was really going to be tested on the exam. There were moments that we genuinely doubted ourselves, but we still showed up, ready to succeed every single time. Now, I have to give a shout out to my lab partner, Gotti. So we tackled those anatomy, yes. We tackled those anatomy lab challenges together, sometimes more confused than confident, but always managing to laugh through it. Honestly, I couldn't have achieved the prestigious award of all bones, no brains without him. And Praveen, our curriculum representative, thank you for always keeping us on track, reminding of us our deadlines, and telling us about our schedules, like a mother hen making sure her chicks won't wander off. Now, this journey has been difficult, but we didn't do it alone. Our faculty were right there with us, not just teaching, but inspiring us to push beyond what we thought we could do. They saw our potential and reminded us that we do belong in medicine. Dr. Blackman encouraged us and organized small group sessions and created a space for us to feel safe and opportunities to connect with the community. A reminder of why we started this journey in the first place. Dr. O'Day made learning bugs and drugs surprisingly enjoyable. Well, kind of enjoyable. And honestly, that's no small feat. Dr. Green's kindness and support made those long days feel a bit lighter, and let's not forget those yoga classes. She stretched more than just our brains. Dr. Vaughn kept us entertained with her wonderful lectures and those exemplary exam reviews. And of course, Stuart, the real MVP of the anatomy lab. Yes, clap for Stuart, clap for our faculty. I'll never forget how we could screech his name across the lab room, hoping he'd come to our rescue, and of course he did. He was always there to help us find some anatomical structure when we had no clue what we were looking for. You know, it's strange how something that felt so hard while we were in it can feel so precious when we look back at it. At the time, it felt like we were just trying to survive each day, navigating through exhaustion, stress, and uncertainty. But standing here now, I realized that every single challenge made us stronger. We didn't just endure this year, we grew through it. We became better learners, better friends, and better versions of ourselves. We learned to lift each other up when it felt like the weight of the world was on our shoulders. This year didn't just teach us science and medicine. We learned about resilience, community, and the power of showing up, even when it felt impossible. This speech reflects our growth, our grit, our laughter, and all the time and energy we've poured into this journey. It's a reminder that our dreams are not on hold. They're unfolding right now in front of us. We have faced challenges, questioned our abilities, and sometimes wondered if we could make it, but we all persevered. And I think what makes this class so incredibly special is how we never stopped showing up for one another. Whether it was sitting with someone who was overwhelmed, sharing notes for someone when they missed class, or just giving a pep talk when someone needed it the most. That's the kind of people we are, the kind who don't give up on one another. We all came here with different stories, different challenges, and different dreams, but we leave united by the resilience we've built together. We leave knowing that the friendships and connections we've made will last far beyond these walls. As we go out into the world, whether it's starting medical school, a new job, or whatever path we take, let's carry with us the lessons we've learned to be resilient, to support one another, and to never underestimate the power of showing up. I'm so proud of all of us, not just for earning our degrees, but showing up for one another day after day, even when it felt impossible. We've learned to face challenges head on, to support each other through the hardest moments, and to never lose sight of why we chose this path in the first place. We've proven that we can overcome obstacles with grace, grit, and a little bit of caffeine. So let's continue to support one another, cheer each other on, and believe in ourselves. Because I truly believe that every single one of us will achieve our goals and become the healthcare provider we've always dreamed of being. To the MSMS class of 2025, we did it. We made it through one of the toughest years of our lives. Let's take this moment in, be proud of how far we've come, and know that we are more than ready for whatever comes next. Congratulations, class of 2025.
It is such a wonderful thing to see how these cohort have been supporting each other throughout this year and how you've become so important to each other. So that is an amazing thing to do and something to congratulate. Very well. I think we've come to the moment that you're waiting for. The MSMS class of 2025, you didn't just survive this year. You supported one another, you grew, and you showed up together. What a powerful legacy to carry forward. Let's give one more round of applause to Mara and to all of you because you did it. So at this moment, we will start and proceed with the awarding of degrees. Every one of our graduates received a mention card. Hopefully you didn't lose it, so that your names can be called when you come up to the podium. We request Dr. Gino Natalicchio, President, Dr. Elizabeth Rivera Mateo, Vice President of Academic Affairs, and Dr. Mildred Olivier, Associate Dean of the School of Medicine, along with Dr. Olga Rodriguez de Arzola, to take their places in the stage for the presentation of the diplomas. And now I would like to invite my colleague, Ms. Terry Brewer, to the podium to announce the names of our graduating students, because I don't want to butcher them. So I'm asking for help here. So please, Terry, come up so that you can start the calling.
I'm going to do my best too. Misha L. Brady. Darlene V. Sienna. Brittany A. Clergy. Jose Garchi Toriena. I did it. Danny N. Hambiambre. Miss Mira Hassan. Ali Octavia Renee Hines. Leah Y. Jordan. Miss Alexis McBride. Gadi Shimi Yamana. Praveen K. Patapudi, Department Recognition. Lauren T. Robinson. Vice President Delania Sullivan. And last but not least, Gina A. Victorian.
I see two additional students here, so if you can please come forward. No? Okay, good. I'm just making sure I'm not leaving anyone outside. Okay. Candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Medical Sciences, St. Louis campus, please stand so that you can be conferred your degree. Please come forward, Dr. Elizabeth Rivera, Vice President of Academic Affairs, and our President, Dr. Gino Natalicchio, to proceed to the podiums for the certification and acceptance of the requirements for the conferment of the degrees.
It's going to happen. We just need to find the right page so we say the right words.
All right.
You got it? All right.
Yes.
There you go. Ready?
Yes, are you ready, guys? Dr. Natalicchio, I have the honor of presenting you with the MSMS class of 2025 of Ponce Health Sciences University. All the candidates have been recommended by the dean and their faculty to receive the Master of Science in Medical Sciences degree.
With great pride, I accept the recommendation of the Vice President of Academic Affairs and the faculty of Ponce Health Science University and authorized to proceed with the degree conferment.
By the authority vested in me by the President of Ponce Health Sciences University, I hereby confer the previously mentioned degrees with all their corresponding honors and distinctions. I officially declare you graduates.
Congratulations to the extraordinary class of 2025. As you embark on the next chapter of your journey, we encourage you to carry the spirit of your alma mater in your hearts. No matter where life takes you, remember that you will always have a home here at Ponce Health Sciences University. Now, please join me in welcoming the Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Elizabeth Rivera Mateo, for the closing remarks. And you can see it.
Once again, our heartfelt congratulations to the graduates and their families. We wish to extend our gratitude to the faculty, deans, and other administrative officials of our institution, as well as to special guests for joining us during this ceremony. We express a special thanks to our keynote speaker, Dr. Daniel Peebles, for taking time out of her schedule to be with us this afternoon. Finally, we recognize each member of the class of 2025 of Ponce Health Sciences University. You are indeed examples of resilience, perseverance, and discipline. May God bless you all. The graduation ceremony has concluded.
Now, we kindly ask the families that you remain seated until the academic procession has finished. After the procession, you are all invited to join us for a reception we have prepared for you in the third floor.